Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. It's Wednesday, Hump Day, and we're ready to bring you all the action. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, and roaming the sideline for tonight's game, our Allie LaForce. So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. Ball is the point with Miller on the wing. Bridges out there with Knipple. And it's Diabate in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Wizards, we've got Johnson. Alexander Sarr is out there with Anthony Davis. And it's Young. And it's Koulibaly in at small forward. And Craig, now that we have a new season underway, what's most important for these teams to remember right now?
That it's a long season, Kevin. And I know we say that a lot, but it's the truth. And to just remember, there's going to be plenty of ups and downs during the course of the year.
Ball kicks to Bridges. Back to Ball. Shot clock at 6. Fires from deep. Knipple, no good. And the Wizards with possession. Young in the corner. Fires the 3. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And that corner 3 isn't a huge part of Young's game, but his accuracy can make it work.
Got a hand on it. Sarr, the pass to Young. Wizards passing it around. And Sarr throws it down.
Tremendous lead pass. Boy, that makes your teammates happy, folks.
For the Hornets, they come into this following a loss to the Philadelphia 76ers. And here is Ball. Here's Knipple. And the free ball is good.
That's his shot. When Knipple gets any sliver of breathing room from deep, he's going to fire.
The lead pass is on the money. Make it so easy for your teammate.
For Charlotte, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Now Ball. To the middle. Here's Miller. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. For his age, Brandon Miller has an extremely polished offensive game.
He does, Kevin. You can count on him to carry an offense if need be for a 6-8 minute stretch. He's got size, he's got skill, and he's a willing participant offensively.
And that one misses. And this Wizards team, Greg, giving its young players every opportunity to develop.
Yeah, these young guys were the NBA equivalent of drinking from a fire hose. But after years of just treading water in mediocrity, I think the fans appreciate the clear sense of direction from this group.
And the call will be against LaMelo Ball. That is his first foul of the game. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Young outside. Plays it up and banks it in. Young's got 5.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
And here we go. Fast break. Sarr's got it. Finished off the break. Sarr's got his second bucket of the night.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Ball dishes to Miller. In the corner, Knipple with it. Shot clock at 5. Over Koulibaly. And again, the Hornets missing. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for Washington. They lead by 7. They swipe it. Ball up top. Covered by Sarr. Back to Bridges. Pass to Miller. Down low. It's stolen by Davis. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Sarr sets the screen for Young. Sarr controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Sarr's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And when you ask the coaches about Sarr, they rave about his motor.
Young against Ball. Over to the left wing. Knipple. Oh, good on the triple.
Boy, just a tough time making shots. Only 1 for 5. They just need to settle in here.
Koulibaly, no good. So for the Wizards, their last game, a win against Dallas. Now, here's Ball. Hasn't made one yet. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Here's Koulibaly. Here's Johnson. Again, the Wizards score.
A productive area for Johnson a lot of nights. With his high release, he could become a serious mid-range scorer.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. Now, Dorsey's not always the most efficient player, but Koulibaly is electric.
Oh, my goodness, Kevin. One of the most explosive. In the league right now. He can rise and finish with the best of them. Listen, we'll give the efficiency some time because he's got skill.
And here are the Hornets now. 11-point game. Here's Ball, and Ball slams it in.
Yeah, you can see the impressive vertical of LaMelo. This guy gets to the cup and slams it home.
Washington's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And Sarr throws it down.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Now, here's Ball. Pass to Knipple. Ball with it, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
To the paint, here's Salong. And Sarr pulls it down. Sarr's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Young from the arc. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Here's Ball. Miller outside. They set the pick. Takes it inside. And he dunks it down.
And you can put Miller on either side of that pick-and-roll action. He has a terrific IQ.
Washington leading now by 12. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you. Trae Young is learning to become more of a threat when he's off the ball. He said at every level there's a different type of game. Now, knowing the NBA game, I'm more patient, understanding how the game is, how to control it from the beginning to the end, and how you need to win. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report.
Well, the quickness helps LaMelo Ball out inside right there. Just allows him to get the quick drop on the defense.
Wizards passing it around. Here's Koulibaly. And he uses the glass on the layup. Koulibaly's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Ball feeling it out a bit. To the inside. And there's Miller. Good that time on the assist from Ball.
And this is what you like about Miller. He has great range from 3, but he can also make tough shots in traffic.
Now, here is Miller. It's good. And there's a block called on the play. He'll get 1 free throw.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Wizards?
They're controlling the pace of this game, pushing the ball.
ball up court and getting good looks in early offense.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Vukcevic is checked in. Keyshawn George comes in for Davis. Wiley is checked in for Koulibaly. And Colton Carrington subbed in for Johnson. Hornets trail by 8. Here's Ball. Banked in off the glass. Ball's got 6.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Washington's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Pass to Young. Excellent D there from Ball.
Boy, I'd like to see him finish that play with more authority.
Good. Now just a 4-point Wizards lead.
Boy, he's heating up fast coming out of the gate. 4 out of 5 from the field.
Young passes to Riley. Shoots the 3. Ball with the rebound. Here's Charlotte. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Driving to the basket. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up. So it'll be LaMelo Ball shooting. It's going to be on Trae Young. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
Hardy, he's checked in for the Wizards. The Hornets also with a sub. Green's checked in. And that one misses.
Guys, LaMelo Ball is one of the most popular players with the younger generation, and I think it's the flair and the style and the freedom he brings to the game of basketball.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Miller outside, fires for 3. Hornets keep it alive. Here's the screen. With
you got to be kidding.
And what an incredible talent Miller is. What a ferocious finish there.
Like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. Washington leading now by 3. Now Carrington. Scoreless thus far. Tries the spin move. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
D'Angelo Russell's checked in for the Wizards. Here's Charlotte. They're on a 16-5 run. And here is Ball. He's got 10. Miller with another miss. George against Green. Pass to Carrington. 1:52 left in the first quarter of the game. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And they're losing their concentration here, guys. Just sloppy. With the ball.
Wizards making a switch here. Davis is checked in. And a switch here also for Charlotte. White's checked in. He's guarded by Davis. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. Wizards leading by 3. Lets it go with the 3. And it's Carrington missing. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. Over in the corner, White. And that one, no good to start him off on the night.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
Now White after D'Angelo Russell's three-pointer that didn't go. Russell against White. And they call an illegal screen here.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Now, here is Russell. Nothing on the board.
See, to me, the more D'Angelo Russell passes the basketball, the better his team is. Encouraging to see him focus on it.
White against Russell. Now here's White. Not a good performance from him in that loss to Philadelphia. Clock at 6. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
You combine strength, athleticism, unbelievable hops. Miles Bridges, yes, sir.
There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Carrington. That one, no good. Good D by Miller. White dishes to Bridges. Here's Diabate. Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Washington. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And taking a look at the Wizards' performance here, guys, what are your thoughts?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
On the court for the Hornets, we've got Green. White is out there with Knipple. Then there's Miles Bridges. And it's Diabate in at the 5, home in the paint.
And at 6'5", White more than capable athletically, like the aggressiveness there.
Washington trailing. Pass to Riley. Davis sets a screen. Here's Carrington. And they recover it. George double-teamed. Now Russell. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. And the Wizards lead by 1.
Sometimes that mid-range has got to be in play. It will help unlock the three-point game. Boy, D'Angelo Russell, a three-level scorer.
Now here's White. Here's Knipple. A three-pointer is right on target. Knipple's got the lead up to 2 now for the Hornets.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And over 3 years in high school, Anthony Davis shot up from being 6'2" to 6'10". But Greg, he brought those guard skills with him.
And Kevin, that transformation as a pro also significant. Adding over 30 pounds to his frame. And with his wingspan over 7'5", he is a physical presence.
White with it. Outside, Green. Out to the wing. Here's Knipple. Off target with his 3. For Washington, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. And Riley gets it to go.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
White against Russell. White the pass to Bridges. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Bridges has got his second bucket tonight.
You can see the strength of Miles Bridges. Brushes that contact off like it didn't even happen.
First team foul.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Carrington bounce pass. Davis. Anthony Davis, too much size.
And that's a shot Davis will make 10 out of 10 times. He's just so strong inside.
Now White. Pass to Knipple. Off target from outside. Green against Riley. Here's Davis. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Pass to Knipple. Back to White. Inside. Here's Bridges. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And it's 6 points for Miles Bridges.
I'll tell you, no secret that Miles Bridges at his best when finishing at the cup.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. And Greg, the way the floor is spaced now, how much would you enjoy playing in this current environment?
I'm wasting up my kicks as you say that. It would have been a lot of fun. But not only do you have more room to operate, defenders practically, they can't touch it.
Trae Young, he's checked in for D'Angelo Russell. And then for Charlotte, Miller comes in for Knipple. And it's ball in for Kobe White. Here's Young. Pass to Carrington. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George.
Just didn't get his hands up in time on that one. They weren't on the same page there.
And here is Ball. He's got 10. Just 5 on the clock. Pulls up on the elbow. The second chance effort. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. On the wing, Carrington. He's covered by Ball. Pass to Riley. Young outside. George sets a screen for Young. Those 3-pointers off the mark. Charlotte trailing. With a floater. Miller, no luck. Outside, George. Young outside. Nice ball movement by Washington. And another miss by Washington. Charlotte's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. One-on-one fast break. Here's Davis. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. George has got 4 assists now tonight.
Watching Davis run up court, very light on his feet for a big fella.
Now, here's Ball. Miller outside. From outside the arc. Buries the long-range jumper. Miller's got 10 points in the game.
Now, this is a guy who wants to score, so don't let him catch a rhythm.
Here's Young, and he converts the layup.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Hornets trail by 3. Now, here's Ball. He's got 10. Outside, Green. Pass to Bridges. Here's Miller. Rebound, Washington. George has got his 4th rebound in this one. Davis finds Young. From outside, off the mark.
Boy, after dropping 2 triples in the first quarter, he hasn't hit another yet.
Here's Ball. Now, here's Bridges. Out to Miller. Outside, Ball. There's the pick. From about 16, and Davis pulls it down.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Pass to Carrington. Bridges with some nice defense. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Charlotte Hornets. They trail by 3. When this game is done, they'll be off to Miami to take on the Heat. Over the 3rd game of this 3-game road trip.
Well, you know how problematic LaMelo is for defenders. Always so willing to draw some contact.
2 shots.
And he can't get the first one.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Here's what Washington's going with right now. Sar's checked in for George. Koulibaly comes in for Riley. And it's Johnson in for Carlton Carrington. Now, here is Young. He's got 10. The teardrop falls in. Young's got 12.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Ball no good. Wizards leading by 4. Here's Sar. He's got 8. Floats it up for Davis. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal. Turnover.
Keyshawn George, he's checked in for the Wizards. Hornets trail by 4. Ball with it. 11 points in the game. Pass to Diabate. Miller kicks to Bridges. To the inside. He can't hit that time. Excellent D there from George.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And Sar throws it down.
Most of Sar's best work is done at the rim. Look at him just throwing it down with ease.
Now ball. Green with a screen on Young. To the paint. Here's Bridges. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
That's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness. The D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
So a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte. White against Young. Pass to Knipple. From deep. Rebound by the Wizards. They've led by as many as 14 points.
Listen, things aren't going his way right now, but listen, you just keep going. Keep working at it. I am simply blown away by his accuracy. He has made every shot, and what's most important, his team is winning.
Now here's White. Pass to Knipple. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Young, no good. Hornets trail by 6. Out left to the wing. Knipple. And again, the Hornets missing.
Geez, you can almost feel his desperation. He wants so badly to see the ball go through the net.
Young outside. Pulls it from the elbow. And the jumper is on the mark. Young's got 14 points.
And this guy can light up the night with his scoring. Hard for the defense to contain Young.
And Knipple now top of the key. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
It's really hard to contend with the length Knipple has as a guard.
It's his first trip to the line.
2 shots.
That's good from Knipple. He hits both from the stripe.
This guy, such a professional, right? Goes about his business in a highly consistent way.
Young outside. Koulibaly, bounce pass. And here's Johnson outside. It's rebounded by Charlotte. White goes in. Washington with the rebound. George has got his 6th rebound on the night. Johnson, a wide open look. Bangs home the trifecta. He's got 5.
A strong catch and shoot option. Opponents will learn you can't give Johnson those kind of looks.
Doris, it's been fun watching Keyshawn George start his career. And he had quite the journey to get here.
He certainly did. Consider he was born in Switzerland. His dad is from Canada, but his dad played pro in Europe. George plays for a club team in France and then goes to the U.S. for college. It's sort of been a meandering and diverse education.
So it's the Hornets now after the basket by Washington. Pass to Kneppel. And another 3 for Charlotte.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Johnson outside. Front past the arc. And again, Washington with the triple.
Hey, if you're looking for a three-point shootout, Johnson's ready to go. What an answer.
Young against White to the left side wing. Here's Kneppel. He's got 14. 5 on the clock. Charlotte needs to get a shot. It's hauled in by George. George has got 7 rebounds in the game. Sarr's shot is off. Pass to Salon. And so it's Washington in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule.
Taking a look at Charlotte, you can already see they have the makings of a good team, but they also have things to iron out.
And turning our attention to the first half, a positive start for the Wizards.
Offensively, they can post you.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
Hornets trail by 8. Anthony Davis is out there with Koulibaly. Then it's Johnson. Then it's Sarr. And it's Young in at the 1. That's the 5 on the 4 for the Wizards.
You love the fact that LaMelo Ball is not timid about drawing contact on the interior. Get that foul drawn, LaMelo.
For Charlotte, they have missed 4 of their 8 free throws up to this point. Things not really going their way at the line yet.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
And the Hornets making a change here. Salon's checked in. That one misses.
LaMelo, one of those guys at the top of the list in terms of excitement. This guy is capable of the spectacular.
Offensive rebound. Chalk up 2 there. Sarr's got 16.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Here's Ball, and the layup falls.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for, consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
They get it back. Miller kicks the ball. It's stolen by Davis. Young pass to Davis. Here's Sarr. Young outside from the arc. And stolen by Miller. Pass to Salon. And here is Ball. 14 points for him. Driving the lane. Shot number 12. Goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
You see the length of ball just makes him so hard to guard on these drives to the cup.
Now Coulibaly. Young for 3. Tips it up. Davis on the follow. He's got 8.
What an effort to get the tip in. Just wanting it a little bit more.
Here's Ball. It's deflected.
Terrific awareness by Alex Sarr. That is protecting your rim, folks.
Coulibaly, no good. Hornets trail by 7. Now, here's Ball. 16 points for him. And it's out of bounds. The Hornets able to retain possession here. Pass to Salon. 4 on the shot clock. Ball from long range. And Sarr pulls it down. Sarr's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Wizards passing it around. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Ball with it. Here he goes. The rebound by Young.
And they continue to control the glass.
Sarr gets the bucket.
This guy has been a key to their success tonight. He's been selective and efficient.
And so it's Charlotte with it. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. And a timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And it's the Hornets with the ball. 9-point game. Young against White. Pass to Salon. 6 on the shot clock. It's good from long range. Salon's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And it's Davis missing. And so White will bring it up for Charlotte. Here's Salon. Miller outside. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
There is a wiry strength to Brandon Miller. Powers right through the contact.
Back to Young. Here's the 3. No good. Shot missing. Hornets trail by 4. It's White on the wing, defended by Young. White goes in. Another shot out to Miller. There's the pick. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Alex Sarr.
And you watch Miller, he keeps the defense on its heels. They don't know what he's going to do.
In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Washington.
they've been running away from the defense all game. I mean, loads of points here off the fast break, and the opposition just hasn't been able to adjust to that aggressive play style.
Second chance points have also been a big part of what's happened in this game. Crashing the boards with authority, turning those opportunities into second chance points. Boy, big time on the offensive glass.
Good on the second free throw.
Guys, you know this. Brandon Miller plays the game with a high level of intelligence, and at 6'9", that length, not a bad addition to that.
And Davis nails the three.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
White against Young, and there is the whistle. That goes on Kobe White. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the
play will be reviewed. It's confirmed. 2 minutes are allowed to review.
Now, where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking and the game continues on.
Young looking it over. Six to shoot. Launches a three. Green with the rebound.
This guy hit a couple of threes in the first half, but since then it's been a little bit of a struggle.
You watch him play, Doris, and Josh Green isn't a high-volume guy, but he wants to find ways to score and contribute.
He does. He uses his elite athleticism to sometimes get some sneaky offensive rebounds. He's an excellent cutter. He's willing to be patient and take opportunities given to him without plays being called.
Here's Young after the basket by Charlotte. Johnson with it, and it's Miller picking him up to the middle.
Yeah, the length and athleticism of Bilal Coulibaly, a very tough cover for defenders.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
The Wizards shooting their first foul shot of the night. And here's White. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. They trail by 7. Down low, here's Miller, and the wide open shot from Green. Misses the three.
Well, that's the opportunity they're looking for, just not the result, obviously.
Green with the rebound.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Terrific move. He sees the opening and doesn't hesitate.
Washington with the ball, following the score by Charlotte. Here's Young. Johnson outside. Clock at 6. Fires, high post. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Johnson's got 10 points.
Silky Johnson can shoot it, folks.
White against Young. Miller outside. They set the pick. Rebounded by the Wizards. Sarr's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Johnson gets the bucket.
Well, with that size, it's easy for Sarr to see right where the rock needs to go.
Hornets trail by 9. And a timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. George is checked in for Sarr. Riley comes in for Koulibaly. And Carlton Carrington subbed in for Johnson. Now Ball. He's got 16. Bridges a screen on Young. To the middle. And Bridges jams it in.
Well, this guy knows how to put on a show. Put Miles Bridges in the dunk contest. Did you see that?
Let's see that. The connected cam angle on that stunning play brought to you by AT&T. Now, here is Young. He's got 14. Outside, Davis. It fails to fall. Now shooting just a little better than 50%. 5 for 9. Ball. He gets that one. Now just a 5-point Washington lead.
Well, this is exactly what you want from LaMelo Ball, attacking the rim off the drive.
Davis setting the pick for Young. Davis up top. And that's Con Knippel with the foul. That's his first foul. Wizards making a switch here. Vukcevic is checked in. Here's Vukcevic. He has yet to score. Young for 3.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
It's good, and the Washington lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Ball.
There is just such enthusiasm, such a love for the game with LaMelo. Shot after shot going down.
Young with no one around. And another miss by Washington. And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end. Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
They found their composure on both ends of the floor, and that is what triggered this run.
Here's George. Following the bucket by the Hornets. Hits it from three-point range.
You know, such a selfless player. I love how Young stays consistent in how he involves his teammates.
Now, here's Ball. 22 points for him. And Knippel with the basket on the assist from Ball. Ball's got 6 assists now in the game. Young outside. Six on the shot clock. Pass to Riley. Here's Carrington. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. Carrington's got his first basket of the night.
Boy, what a sweet pass. That one on time and on target.
Now Knippel. Outside, Ball. And the shot goes down. Ball's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Riley backs in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 6 assists in the game. 1:09 left in the third. Young against Ball. In the corner, Knueppel with it. Back to Ball. Young with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Wizards. Here's Vucevic. No good on the three. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Charlotte Hornets. It's a three-point game. Pass to Knueppel. Here's Ball. 24 points for him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Riley grabs the miss. Wizards leading by 3. It's Young on the wing. Pass to Carrington. The three-pointer, no good. Here's Ball. Comes up empty down low. From deep three-point territory. That one, no good. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Wizards out front, up by 3. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about... putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And on the court for Charlotte as we start the fourth. In the backcourt, it's Ball and Knueppel. Josh Green is out there with Bridges, and it's Diabate in at the 5 down low. And here is Ball after D'Angelo Russell hitting the 3. Unloads from 9. Here's Bridges. Pass to Knueppel. Bridges a screen on Russell. The drive by Ball. And Ball slams it in.
Well, that's just a smart move by LaMelo Ball. Uses the screen to shake the defender. That's nice.
Russell passes to Davis. Stolen by Ball. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Pass to Knueppel. Bridges a screen on Russell. Inside. Bridges misses. Wizards leading by 4. There's the 3. The putback. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Ball with it. He's picked up by Russell. From deep, Green. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Of the big men in the league, Doris, Anthony Davis, to me at least, has always been among the best one-on-one scorers.
Well, that's because, Kevin, he is a 3-level scorer. He can be a lob threat. You can put him on the box or at the elbows. You're going to have to draw a second defender if he's on the face-up because he can't get guarded one-on-one.
And the Wizards making a change here. Vucevic is checked in. Fades back. And it's Davis missing.
You know what? Just a little fancy on that possession there. Just go up in rhythm.
Miller with a wide open look. Drills the three-pointer.
A huge reason Miller went so high in the grab. His three-point stroke. It's exactly what you want in the wing.
And White with the stuff.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
And how about the touch on that mid-range? Davis has that shot on automatic.
White against Russell. Pass to Knueppel to take the lead. And again, it's Charlotte with a 3.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Now here's White. Pulls up. And no good. George with the defensive effort. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Wizards passing it around. Davis kicks to George. No good with the triple. Charlotte in the lead. And here's White. There's the triple. And Knipple, the bucket on the assist by White. White's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Washington has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Here's Davis. Hornets with the rebound. Solon's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Miller, and it's Miller with the jam.
And with his diverse game and 6'9" frame, Brandon Miller can score in bunches. And on nights like tonight, it's really hard to get someone to match up with him. And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Trae Young, he's checked in for Russell. Here's Young. He takes it in. The 3 from Davis. Knipple with the rebound. Knipple's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Boy, it's in his head right now. I mean, there is nothing working for this man.
Young against White. Shot clock at 6. Here's Knipple. And Vukcevic pulls it down. Outside, George. Davis with a screen on White. And here's Young from the arc. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
I mean, apparently he still has the green light to shoot threes, but he is in an absolute funk right now.
White against Young. To the wing right side. Here's Knipple. And the 3 off target. Wizards trail by 6. Riley passes it to Young. Into the lane. And the layup's good off the glass.
At his best when attacking the rim. Young not settling for a jumper, putting the onus on the D.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. He's checked in for the Hornets. Josh Green comes in for Knipple. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Well, over the break, I listened to Charles Lee talk to his team. He told his guys to stay after it, to not get complacent and lazy with this lead. He wants them to keep adding to it. We'll see if they're able to do it, guys.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. Now, here's Miller. And Miller throws it down hard.
Boy, he might be early in his career, but Brandon Miller is capable of this kind of thing nightly. This guy is cooking.
Johnson with it. Light covering. Pass to Johnson from downtown. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Miller's got 5 rebounds tonight. Anthony Davis with the rebound. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Wizards. They trail by 6. They host the 76ers after this game. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Now, here is Young. Miller grabs the miss. Miller's got 6 rebounds in the game. It's White on the wing, covered by Johnson. White against Johnson. Miller right side for 3. And Sarr pulls it down. Sarr's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. A nice shot by Young.
And most of the time, you expect Young's 3-ball to fall. That's just how good he is.
And White kicks to Bridges. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Bridges has got the lead back up to 6 now for Charlotte. Outside, Davis. Back to Young. Takes the 3. The Hornets pull it in. To the inside. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
What you love is Miles Bridges has kept his foot on the gas pedal. Started out scoring well and continues to keep the pressure on.
Now, here is Young. The wide open look here for Koulibaly. No good from outside. White against Johnson. Now here's White. Pass to Miller from deep 3-point land. And Sarr pulls it down.
Bad defense, bad shot. Neither working on that play.
Johnson in the corner. Now Koulibaly. Here's Young on the wing. Johnson. Gets some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
That wingspan of Johnson helps him score around the rim. It's about 6'10", which is very good for a wing.
Now here's White. Green outside. Bridges fires. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And some changes here for the Hornets. Diabate's checked in. And it's Knipple in for Josh Green. Wizards trail by 6. Here's Johnson. Fires from 14. Bridges with the rebound. Ball up top. Covered by Johnson. The 3 is off. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101. But boy, is it working. Stepping up. Davis is a fantastic option late. You know with that height and skill set, he's going to get a good look.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Making a switch here. Salon's checked in. Ball with it. It's deflected. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Young.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Just 5 to shoot. Ball. Oh, that was a two-hander.
Boy, he may not be the biggest center in this league, but big-time athleticism on display.
Miller against Young. Czar with the screen on Miller. Johnson outside. Misses the three.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
Ball against Johnson. Outside, ball. Going inside, and the shot goes in.
And this is where the size of LaMelo pays off, folks. 6'7" and ready to finish.
Young against Miller. Johnson outside. And there's the three.
Well, this team has a lot of confidence in Johnson, and he has a lot of confidence in himself.
Ball against Young. Outside, ball. 14 feet away. Davis pulls it down. Not a lot of time to get this one back under control.
No, they need to do their work quickly from here on out.
Here's Young. And it doesn't go. And he commits the intentional foul.
Third personal foul. First team foul.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Charlotte.
Just good fundamental basketball from LaMelo. Sticking with his selection and forcing the defense there into a bad spot.
At the line for the Hornets, LaMelo Ball. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good. It's a 7-point game.
Just step the line with confidence, and this young man delivers. Nicely done.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. 29 seconds left in the game.
Wizards high squad. Make some noise. Here comes your Wizards high squad.
Johnson outside. Missed on the 3. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock.
Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Third personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for the Hornets, LaMelo Ball. Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he does get the second one. And that stretches their lead to 8. Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
And a little late to implement a plan B. This game is a wrap.
Well, I think he might just want to remind these guys, hey, let's finish the game the right way.
Miller, the 20-foot jumper, good. So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and the rest of our terrific 2K crew, this is Kevin Harlan. Hope you enjoyed our broadcast. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Brandon Miller.